Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. The question is now Bitcoin or XRP. Should we be looking at XRP or Bitcoin? Which would be your favorite? Well, let me just type that in again. I had that all set and for some reason it changed. These are all being made live. XRP or Bitcoin? XRP or Bitcoin? Well, I'm going to present to you the case for and against, and you can decide what's right for you. This is part of our live stream today, doing 72 hours of non-stop back-to-back live streams, answering all the questions, the things that you've left beneath the comments and requested in my live show. This is being made live, and if you want to add a request, an analysis, review, stock analysis, anything you like, minimum $5 super chat. You have to be a member as well. And I'm getting through all the reviews and all the analysis over the next 72 hours. We're going to be flat out like a steam engine. We're not going to stop. Okay, click the like button if you'd like to share this out and support the channel, and consider subscribing as well. Okay. We've got coming next after this, Grab Holdings is our next analysis on the channel live, and I'll be doing that next. But right now, Bitcoin versus XRP. Well, we all got very excited when Donald Trump took office, one way or the other. This channel is completely neutral because it was supposed to be the dawning of crypto. Bitcoin was going to explode. Well, it exploded before he came in, and since he came in, it's been going down. The Trump token, of course, is one of the worst crypto coins in history. It was awful. It popped up during the inauguration dinner and then has been selling off ever since. But the question today is XRP or Bitcoin? Which one should you be investing in? Not whether you should be investing in it at all. It's whether you should be investing. Which one would you choose? That's the topic of conversation right now. So what we're going to do is I have put together a bit of information here that you might enjoy to compare the two, which is the way to go. So these are the slides that I've put together. Let's go through it together. You ready? Tap the like button if you would. That'd be great to share this information out. The argument for and against XRP and Bitcoin. Temperatures have cooled somewhat in the crypto summer. We've been experiencing, however, don't bet on a full-blown change of seasons. There could still be plenty of room for the top cryptocurrencies to run. It has cooled somewhat. People are expecting we are in a bull market after all, and it should all be rallying up, and it's not. What's going on? Since Trump came in, it's been going down. Well, is it the dawn? Is it the storm before the dawn and everything explodes up? Or is it going down like we said, 50%? Well, we were right. It did go down 50%, and you could have owned more of our favorite token, which would be, of course, XRP. Anyway, Bitcoin and XRP stand out as the two of the hottest digital assets. We agree Bitcoin and XRP are the only two you really need to be bothered about. Everything else is noise and bluster. Which is the better cryptocurrency to invest 10 grand in right now? Well, it doesn't really matter whether it's 10 grand, a million or $1, quite frankly. Here's how Bitcoin and XRP stack up against each other. So we're going to put two side by side, and you can make your own decision. Remember, I only own the S&P. I'm not here to pump and dump anything. I'm not sponsored by anyone to say anything's great or rubbish, but I am here to provide information to my members, and hopefully we will all win. That's what it's all about, and I never lose. 20 trades, 20 wins, and my portfolio is always hitting all-time highs. So, first of all, we'll start with Bitcoin. So please tap the like button and consider subscribing. Share this out. This is being made in a live show, and I'm answering all your questions over the next 72 hours. Bitcoin is the granddaddy for all cryptocurrencies. It's also the most widely used digital coin in the world. Those facts alone could make Bitcoin more attractive to many investors. I disagree. Just because it's the biggest and most used does not make it the best. The most eaten hamburger on the planet is a McDonald's. Well, is it best for you, or is it best for McDonald's? It's best for McDonald's. They make lots of money. You get fat, and it's not the best burger to eat. Just think of it like that. Over the last 12 months, Bitcoin's price has more than doubled. The anticipation of crypto-friendly policies in the second Trump administration provided a significant catalyst. In recent weeks, though, concerns about the impact of Trump's tariffs have caused Bitcoin to retreat from its highs. We need to think about that. Very often we talk about buy the rumors, sell the news. When Trump comes into office, crypto is going to explode. Everybody bought it, not because it was doing anything, because they thought it might do something. When Trump got in, his token went down to virtually zero, and Bitcoin has been selling off. So very much buy the rumor, sell the news so far. However, it's early days. Previous Bitcoin pullbacks have presented excellent buying opportunities. Will this one be another? Very often we talk about crypto. It follows patterns. The winter season and the summer season and all this kind of stuff. I don't buy into any of that. A good business makes money consistently. My business always makes money. I always make money. Winter, summer, autumn, rain or shine. I don't just do well when something is popular. It's always business as usual. So I'd be concerned with these different seasons. And just because it happened last time doesn't mean it's going to happen again. There's a good case to be made that the answer is a resounding yes. Just because it happened before doesn't mean it's going to happen again. President Trump appointed venture capitalist David Sachs as the crypto czar. Among Sachs' priorities is to look into the potential for creating a US Bitcoin reserve, although no decision has been made. Bitcoin's price would almost certainly take off should such a digital asset stockpile be authorized. Not necessarily. Sounds great, but think about it. You didn't want the government to own Bitcoin or run Bitcoin or control Bitcoin, but now you kind of do because you think it will become more popular if they do. Reality is they're probably just going to hold on to the seized coins that they've taken before, which are already out of circulation anyway. They're not being sold. They're not being bought. They're just sitting there. Are we just going to say we own them and lock them all up? Is that a good investment strategy? It's not for me. But anyway, you could consider that. The US government isn't the only one to watch for investors considering Bitcoin, though central banks and sovereign funds across the world are expanding their cryptocurrency reserves. Unsurprisingly, Bitcoin is their top digital asset to own. No surprise there at all that Bitcoin is the number one asset to own. The creation of Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, in early 24 triggered a round of buying with additional ETFs that hold Bitcoin recently launching and more on the way. This digital coin could soon become an even hotter commodity. Now, this is really important. We're going to talk about ETFs later in today's events. We got about 30 live streams today and 30 tomorrow and 30 Friday. We're going back to back. And dividend ETFs is one of our subject matter. We'll be covering that later. ETFs, you have to remember, if they are a passively acted trading fund, for example, VU of the S&P, that's a good deal. You're not paying much in management fees. It doesn't need to be actively managed, and it's best for you. Remember, Wall Street don't exist to make you rich. They exist to make money from fees. That's how Wall Street make money. They make money providing products and services to make fees. They don't care whether it goes up, down, or sideways. Actively managed ETFs, there's a management fee. It always makes money for the brokerage, always makes money for the management funds. Like Kathy Wood, for example, she doesn't matter whether it goes up or down or sideways. She always makes money. ETFs that are actively managed aren't a good idea. They're only a good idea for those that run them, not for you. You don't actually have to do that. If you are structured and disciplined, you can buy the native coin, the native asset, like there are ETFs around NVIDIA. Just buy NVIDIA, not the ETF, those that promise great dividends. We'll talk about it later. It's actually, it's created as a sales tactic for you to buy in thinking you're getting a good deal, and in fact you're not. much better off, if you believe in Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin rather than a Bitcoin ETF. It makes people feel so kind of warm and cozy and cuddly and protected. In fact, the only person you're protecting is the people that created them in the first place. So just bear that in mind. The digital coin could soon be an even hotter commodity because of that, purely because it's popular. It's popular for those particular that create these ETFs, not necessarily for you. Now then, let's look at the other side of the coin, literally, the case for XRP. XRP versus Bitcoin. While Bitcoin was initially developed to be sort of a digital gold, XRP's purpose from inception in 2012 was to support payments. So remember, XRP was always designed to be what Bitcoin was supposed to be. Bitcoin originally, if you read the white paper, was supposed to be a payment system. However, everybody kind of jumped on it and said, well, let's just buy it and hold it because it doesn't do anything really. It doesn't do anything. It's not very good to use as a payment system. That's where XRP came from. That's the power of XRP. And originally, all the cryptology was supposed to be a way to move money around, not how to get rich in 5 minutes with doing nothing. Anyway, and it was designed to be much faster than Bitcoin, taking only 3 to 5 seconds to settle compared to up to 500 seconds for Bitcoin. And of course, it gets slower and more expensive over time. Because XRP can be sent from one party to another without central intermediary, it's ideally suited to cross-border payments. The digital token's low cost, only 0.00002 per transaction, and scalability add to its appeal. It certainly does. So I want to invest in those that use it who charge fees. You remember earlier we talked about the ETFs? Well, I want to be investing in those that use it. Not the coin, not at all. Ripple, like to invest in them. And you could do that as a private investor or wait till they go public. Or the banks that use it. Why do you think the banks are doing so well now? I've said it repeatedly. The sector to be in right now is the finance sector. That's a sector that's booming in the S&P. So there we go. Because XRP is ranked among the best performing cryptocurrencies on the market over the last 12 months. Its price has skyrocketed more than 350%. The reason why XRP has done so well and Bitcoin really hasn't done as well in comparable time is because XRP simply is better. Not because those that buy it are better or those that think they know better or those that want to pump the native token, but the actual technology and the use case for it is better. It's simple, so it's not a surprise. Everything else pales into significance in comparison. Anyway, please tap the like button if you like this message, and please do if you want to see more of my content, and please consider subscribing as well. XRP is ranked among the best performing cryptocurrencies on the market over the last 12 months. Its price has skyrocketed to more than 350%. The gain includes a steep sell-off in recent weeks as investors became jittery about the future, in large part because of the Trump administration's tariffs, which is absolutely ridiculous when you think about it. Why did you buy XRP? Because your mate down the pub said so, or some YouTuber who wants to sell videos said so. You bought XRP, hopefully, because you understand the technology and understand the institutions, the banks and governments will use it, and they will make micro profits through fees and charges and so on and so forth. That is what you're investing in. The data, the knowledge, the information, the power, the efficiency, not a silly coin that you can trade on the toilet on your Robinhood app. Not at all. That's not what this is. And then, of course, because of that, that's why we gave you the 50% drop, not because of the technology was going down the toilet or it was rubbish, because we knew you would sell it, because you would get concerned and you would get jittery. And tariffs from Donald Trump have absolutely nothing to do with the technology and the way this will be used. Absolute none whatsoever. no, tariffs don't affect bank charges. It's absolutely nonsense. However, we knew that you would get jittery, and you did, and we made the prediction, and we were right. Again, 50%. And if you did what we suggested, you would have made a lot more money and owned a lot more of the asset. So it's very simple to predict. Nothing to do with winters and summers and even charts, to be quite honest with you. Sensei has a great value with his charts, and I appreciate it, but it's more to do with you, the people. You're the people that buy and sell it, and it was very clear to us that you were going to dump it, and you did, and that's why we made the predictions, and we were right again. 20 trades, 20 wins. I never lose. People don't like when I say it, but I just keep winning. However, a rebound could be in store for XRP. Perhaps the most likely catalyst is the potential approval of the spot ETFs that own the cryptocurrency. Why would that be a catalyst? Why would that benefit the technology? It doesn't. So why does it benefit the price? It doesn't. You just believe it does. So because you believe it does, you'll buy it. It'll go back up again. Isn't this the most ridiculous thing in the world? It's like taking a load of lemmings down the cliff and giving them a shove. It's nonsense. Nonsense. The technology is fantastic. That's what I invest in. I invest in banks because I own the S&P. I already own XRP through the banks. That's where the smart money goes. ETFs make it sound cozy and cuddly, and they primarily was set up to make money for Wall Street. People completely forget this, and later on today, I'm going to expose high dividend, 80%, 90% dividend yields. Yes, that is true. Promise to you, the only benefit to you is the cozy feeling, and in fact, they're all rubbish. And I'll debunk it all today and prove to you it's rubbish. So there you go. So ETFs will make it go up because people will feel cozy and cuddly, and everyone now will feel they're in a club of, well, we're in an ETF. That's like the S&P 500. No, it's not. The ETF, the S&P 500, is based upon for performance. An ETF for crypto is based on, let's all join a club because we all feel good about it, and it makes money for Wall Street. You've always said the reason why you own crypto is to stuff it to the man and be decentralized. You're just giving it to the man again. Just buy the asset or just invest in those that use the technology. It's really, really simple. The chance that the US Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, gives a thumbs up to XRP ETFs appears to be pretty good. We believe it will happen. Why? Because Wall Street make money out of setting these things up. All they've got to do is get it cleared, and they will, and it make money for them once again. Speaking of the SEC, another catalyst involving the federal agency could be on its way. The SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple, the developer of the XRP Ledger, alleging that the company sells XRP as an unregistered security. The litigation, though, began during the Biden administration. It's possible that the Trump administration could push to resolve the issues in a way that favors Ripple. If so, it would likely cause XRP's price to again soar. Again, is it going up because of any change? No. You're just made to feel more cozy, and you're in a club that feels good. If you had the real conviction of what you were buying, you'd buy it regardless of that because you know the technology is being used by the banks. I come back to me owning the banks in the S&P. Someone said to me yesterday, I'm not a real investor because I only own the S&P. Well, I am a real investor because I own businesses that make money, and I'm consistently making money. I've done 20 trades, 20 wins, and I never lose money. So, yeah, I'm obviously not an investor. Better cryptocurrency to invest $10,000 in. So which of these cryptocurrencies is the better pick to invest your money in? Now, I know I put $10,000 here, but it doesn't matter whether it's $1 or $1 million. Quite frankly, the principle is the same. I think the answer depends on the level of risk you're willing to take. In fact, both are a popularity contest if you are investing in the coin. However, only one of them does anything that others use? We know the answer to that. It's XRP. If you are less aggressive, Bitcoin is the easy choice. Easy choice because we just join a fan club and we own it. It doesn't have to do anything. It won't come in a favor. It won't go out of favor. It just is what it is. Not really much to say about that. Not really anything to say. There's nothing good or bad about it. It's just whether you like it or not, and that's kind of it. Doesn't really do anything. While the digital coin has been volatile in the past, its declines haven't been nearly as large as XRP's. The fact that multiple ETFs already hold Bitcoin and that governments are stockpiling it add to its luster. Again, purely a popularity contest. That's not something I can get behind. On the other hand, more aggressive investors could find XRP more attractive. It probably has greater upside potential over the next year or two, especially if the spot ETFs focused on XRP are approved and or the SEC lawsuit goes away. So there you go. If you are more aggressive, you will choose XRP. If you want a safe bet, then possibly you would just simply hold your Bitcoin. Let me just focus my face back there again. Let me come back on the main market today and see where we are. So what do you make of that? Are you XRP or are you Bitcoin or are you a bit of both? Many people say to me they like to be diversified. They'll have a bit of this and a bit of that. Well, my challenge to you would be, if you are diversified for the sake of diversity, it's because you don't know what you own and you're looking for somebody else to tell you the answer. That is a speculator, not an investor. I know what I own. I don't need to join a fan club and I invest in it. Today, we had an overreaction on the market. Market sold off. The data was as expected. We knew that inflation was sticky. The markets overreacted, sold off, and then it bought back up again within seconds. What's all that about? Well, what it's all about is what Wall Street do. Wall Street are not investors. They don't wave the flag or care about you or care about the country or care about anybody in between. They are traders, and mainly they make money from transactions. Moving money from A to B doesn't really matter where it goes, what it does, and all they do is just keep the whole thing moving. And as long as the whole thing moves, no one really pays close attention to what's going on. They're too busy chasing the movement to really understand what's going on the underlying investment. What did I do today? Absolutely nothing. And yesterday, again, as always, I hit another all-time high. And there it is, another all-time high. Simple, really. So there you go. This is part of a live 72-hour live stream. Our next event coming up for you very, very shortly on this channel is Grab Holdings. You've asked me to do this stock. This is the next one I'm going to do. This is Grab Holdings. Now, these are all being made live. These are all your requests, all your analysis videos, all the things that you've wanted to see. You can also get your question answered or your analysis or whatever it is. I will make you your very own live video, just like this. So if you are a member and you do a minimum $5 super chat, we will add yours to the list. I'm not going to stop until they're all done. It might take me 72 hours all the way through to Friday, but I'm here to support my members who have helped me build this channel. We aim to be the most honest channel in the world. That's what we're doing. That's what we are. And thanks to all of you, we are on track to be 100,000 subscribers by the summer. And we only started 3.5 years ago. And in the following 3 years, we will get to 1 million subscribers. This is what we're doing right now. Here we go. There's Grab coming up next. There are our subscribers. 62,000 is rolling round and round and round. Thank you ever so much indeed. If you have missed any of these events, look down past live streams. You will find them all. If I show you on the homepage of what I'm talking about, we're doing about 30 live streams today, 30 live streams tomorrow, and on Friday. Upcoming live streams. That's what's next. Grab earnings is next. Robinhood this evening. In a few moments, I will post up more upcoming live streams coming next, answering all the things that you have asked. If you scroll down the bottom, you will see past live streams. We started the day of investors, your day. In fact, it's 72 hours of your day, explaining the rules of the day. There's the first one, super microcomputer. And now we are doing this one, XRP versus Bitcoin. And in a few moments, we're going to go to the next one, which is Grab. So there you go. I hope you're enjoying this. This is what you asked for, a special day for all of you to get the videos that you've always wanted made for you live. Thank you very much indeed. I'm not answering comments and questions unless it's a super chat, which comes on the screen as my next review. But right now, I'm going to send everybody to Grab, which is our next event. So let me give you the link in the chat where you're watching now. It's also pinned to the top, and it'll automatically take you there as well. That way you can join me for the discussion. If we do need to do some Q&A as well, I will post a Q&A throughout the day as well for moments when we can catch up with each other and talk to each other live. But that's it from me. We're now going to go over to our next event in just a few minutes' time, Grab Holdings. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the XRP and Bitcoin live stream. I hope it answered your questions and helped you make an informed decision. Remember, it's easy to make money. It's easy. The hard part is to keep it. Now join me for Grab Holdings. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Oh, up here, down here, pinned to the comments. This will be a video in about half an hour. Over here and over here, I'll put the other events in the series. I'll put XRP playlist down here, and I'll put something else that you'll find useful up there. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.